Ripple versus SEC. Man, is this a big one for the whole space? And we've said it from day one. People argued with us, and now we see that's correct. This is going to apply to everyone. It's going to affect everything. This is really for all the marbles against a tyrant like Gary Gensler. And I really think that the judge's first instinct is going to say, well, what is Ripple really in the business of? And she's going to look at their financials and say, are they really a cross-border payment company, or are they a sell XRP company, essentially? What is their main product or service here? And I think when she looks at the revenues, she's going to see that over 95% of their revenues come from selling XRP, not from cross-border payment software or services or anything like that. And so I think her first instinct will be to jump on, well, it must be a security block. The blockchain, the XRP ledger, is their business. But I would ask you this. When we look at De Beers, what is their main revenue source? Well, selling diamonds. What about a Bitcoin miner selling Bitcoin? Just because most of your revenues come from selling a commodity, that doesn't mean that you should register that action with the SEC. And I don't see what the difference is here. I do not see XRP itself being a security. And if Ripple's selling it, it's just the sale of a pure commodity. Now, you can get 20 attorneys on here, professionals, and they're all going to tell you something different. So we will have to see. I'm not even quite sure if it's decentralized, how that really changes anything. That's, really a Hinman test he made up out of the psychosphere. Maybe the SEC would like to make that so, but even if a blockchain is centralized, I'm not sure that the token itself is somehow analogous to a stock or a bond. And I really feel that in the United States, we're going to want some sort of regulations in this space. We're going to want developers and promoters to register and report. But just because we want things doesn't make it lawful. What that tells us is the SEC should go harass Congress. Tell them why we need these new standards and really push for that instead of strong-arming and harassing entrepreneurs and market participants. It's just plain wrong. And I really hope the judge puts an end to this. There is no reason why, if Ripple sells XRP, their commodity that they own, that is theirs to sell, that somehow should be a security offering. Now, I think in the future, again, there'll be regulations. You'll have to comply. You'll have to report. But what does the law state today? And we have to really hope that the judge gives us the most purely lawful decision here, and not strictly a common sense. It's common sense that you can't just chef up your own token and dump it on people and stuff like that. But these laws, they're just not set up for this. We haven't seen something, to this degree in the past. We need new laws. We need sensible frameworks. That's what we need, not a tyrant trying to dictate policy, unlawful policy. People will always lean back, well, Ripple created it. Ripple made XRP. Well, someone made Bitcoin, and that's a pure commodity. Again, that's not a test. The test of a security isn't if someone made it or if it's naturally occurring. It's just, the Howey test was a naturally occurring thing in Orange Grove, and that didn't make a difference. You were investing in their business enterprise, but that's not the case here. In Howey Company, you were entitled to profits of that enterprise. Again, when we buy XRP, we're not entitled to anything. We literally own a pure commodity. Maybe a man-made one, sure, software code, but it is a pure commodity. And more by the day, especially after reading those Hinman docs, I'm more dug into the fact that this is not any part of a security transaction, and we just need new laws. And hopefully the judge just rifles this lawsuit right back in Gary Gensler's stupid face and makes him stand up and be a man and go talk to Congress and work with them to build new frameworks. Let me know what you think down below. What do you expect? Do you think the judge will go, you know what? It'd be best that the SEC regulated this space, so I'll just go along with that. Even though it's not in any way a security, we'll go with that. Or do you think she'll do the lawful thing here and say, you know what? Maybe we need new laws, but the current laws do not cover this, and it especially does not give the SEC authority over this space. Let me know truly what you think will happen, and we're going to find out here shortly. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.